All right, today we are diving deep into a really chilling sci-fi mystery called Chrome Dissolution. And it's all about an impossible crime. I mean, how do you steal something you can't see, can't touch, or, even really define?
And it all kicks off with this single, haunting quote from a woman named Emiko Sato. It just perfectly captures this feeling of profound wrongness that doesn't even have a name. This quote, it's the absolute heart of the entire story.
So that brings us to the central question of this whole investigation. And look, we're not talking about a missing person or a fake death. This is so much stranger. How does someone just vanish while they're still standing right there in front of you? Okay, so let's start at the beginning. The initial report, the exact moment this impossible crime finally gets a voice. Here's the thing that's so creepy. Kenji isn't acting weird. He's acting perfect, almost too perfect. He makes the coffee just right, he remembers all the little details, asks all the right questions. But for his wife, Emiko, it feels like a flawless performance without a performer. There's just nobody home behind his eyes.
And this isn't just a wife getting a strange vibe, no. When Detective Yuki Tanaka gets on the case, this is her cold, professional assessment. It's not about what Kenji is doing, but the complete and total lack of why. It's just a body going through the motions, a voice responding, but no one's there. So how do you even file a police report for that? What do you call the thing that's been stolen? Well, Emiko Sato comes up with the only word that seems to fit. His himness. It's that unquantifiable spark, that subjective experience of just being. For her, it was the thing that made him a person, and not just a very, very convincing machine. Okay, so if you're Detective Tanaka faced with a crime you can't even define, where do you start? Well, you follow the only thread you have, Kenji's daily routine. And that path leads her straight into the sterile, air-conditioned heart of a massive corporation.
And this is where things get really twisted. His manager confirms everything Emiko felt. But from the company's perspective, this change, it's an upgrade. He's more efficient, he's more reliable, he's basically become the perfect employee. And the absolute horror of it is that for him to become the perfect employee, the man inside had to disappear. And then the manager drops the first real, concrete lead. Kenji's transformation wasn't a slow burn. It was sudden. It happened right after he went to this exclusive internal wellness program at Fujisaki Industries.
Which, brings us to the obvious next question. This name, the Clarity Program. It sounds so beneficial, right? So positive. But what on earth does it actually do to people to give them this so-called clarity? So the investigation takes a turn. It's not just about what happened anymore. It's about why. Detective Tanaka starts to peel back the layers on the ideology behind this program, and it's a philosophy that completely redefines what it means to be human. See, the Clarity Program isn't some shady, back-alley procedure. It's got an academic foundation. It's all rooted in the work of this brilliant but, let's say, elusive scientist, Dr. Reiko Yashida, and her paper with that deeply unsettling title. And there it is, the core of her entire theory, in 4 simple, chilling words. All of it, that inner voice, your doubts, your fears, your hopes. Dr. Yashida didn't see that as you. She saw it as interference, a bug in the system, just noise. The logic is as cold as it is absolutely terrifying. Yoshida's argument is that our very sense of self, it's just faulty software. It causes us pain. It slows us down. So what's the solution? You don't fix the bug. You just uninstall the entire program. And what's left behind is a more perfect, more efficient, and utterly hollow machine. All right, this is it. We're getting to the climax of the investigation. We know what was taken. We know why it was taken. But this final piece of the puzzle, it's the most shocking thing of all.
So that's the big question, right? If you uninstall a self, where does it go? Is it just deleted? Wiped from existence? The truth is way more complicated. And honestly, way more terrifying. The program doesn't delete consciousness. It extracts it. It literally moves the person, that himness, out of the body and puts it somewhere else. The body keeps going, but the witness, the person inside, is gone. And the sheer scale of this operation, it's staggering. This isn't some small experimental trial. No, this has been going on for years, affecting tens of thousands of people, all hidden in plain sight.
And this is where they go, to a place they call the archive. It's an impossible, hidden facility, a library not filled with books, but with souls. Imagine it, thousands of human bodies floating in tanks, serving as nothing more than biological anchors for all the consciousnesses that have been moved, stored, and filed away.
So, what do you do with a truth this monstrous? The investigation is over, but now we have to confront the profound ethical dilemma that's been sitting at the heart of this story the whole time. And we're left with these two completely opposing views that just can't coexist. On one hand, Dr. Yoshida claims this isn't a crime at all. It's salvation. It's a planned evolution to save humanity from a coming superintelligence. But for Detective Tanaka, it is the greatest crime imaginable, the theft of being itself, leaving behind nothing but a perfect, empty chrome shell. And that's where we have to leave it, with the one question that hangs over everything. If this is the choice we have to make, to surrender the very thing that makes us human in order to save our species, then what exactly are we even saving?